shall not commit adultery. You shall not commit adultery. So I'm going to come on over that. Well, this one right here is my wedding ring. So this is the one I wear everywhere. And I don't take it off except for when I go to work because I don't want to catch my finger on anything. This one right here is actually, this is kind of a funny story. This is my backup wedding ring. One year I lost it and I couldn't find it. And I thought that it was gone for good. So I bought this other ring to substitute for the time being so that people would see that I do have a wedding band on. And then finally what I got here is my high school class ring, and it has the year and my initials the year that I graduated, my initials on it. So I want you to kind of look at those and pass them around, kind of just take a look at them. Now I want you to, all of those are special to me in one way or another, but I want you to think that if each one of those rings, what would that be like if each one of those represented somebody that I was married to right now? It'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? There are lots of love songs about people being the love of your life. And so it talks about one person being special to you, meaning a lot to you, meaning that there's somebody important to you that is unlike anybody else. Now, God wants us to love everybody, right? But when we get married, He wants us to have one person that is more special to us than anybody else in the world, that we can serve them and treat them the way that Jesus treats His church. And so He wants our relationships to all be loving, but He wants us, when that time comes, when we decide to get married, to set a special place in our hearts for our bride. And that is because God has set us apart as a church, as His bride, not to have all these different brides, but to have one bride that He calls His church, that is special, that He loves with the entirety of His being. And that concludes the children's lesson for this morning.